What makes you happy? Is it your family, your loved ones, money, or perhaps just peace of mind? The Stoics, such as Marcus Aurelius Seneca and Epictetus, had a different definition of true happiness. They didn't see happiness the way it is portrayed in modern media or the way most people see it. So, what is the secret of true happiness as the Stoics saw it? Today we'll share with you two proven Stoic principles that can help you be truly happy in 2024. These principles are so powerful and practical that even if you decide to apply just two of them, it will change your life forever. Prepare yourself and pay attention because a life-changing experience awaits you. Let's start. Stop doubting yourself. Start believing. Doubt is a serious enemy that often lurks around us like an unwelcome guest in our minds. However, it is not about eliminating doubt completely, but about managing it with a Stoic outlook. Even the Stoics were not immune to doubt, but they knew the art of using it. Marcus Aurelius, for example, ruled an empire but always found time for self-reflection. His approach was not to ignore doubt, but to challenge it. He asked himself questions. Is this thought useful? Does it improve my life or hinder it? This is a clue for us. When doubt creeps in, we can't face it by asking these questions and turning it from an obstacle into a tool for self-discovery and growth. Think about your life. Pause your Netflix marathon and ask yourself, is this it? Think about your life. It is not necessary to climb a mountain and meditate. It's about taking a moment, perhaps while you're drinking your morning coffee, and asking yourself some big questions. For example, what makes me get up every morning? Or why do I act the way I do? Imagine your life like a movie. Would you watch it or would you fall asleep before the end of the title sequence? Reflection does not mean being too hard on yourself. It's about honesty. If your daily routine was a YouTube video, would you like or scroll past? Remember, you are the director of this show, and it is in your hands to make it something you would love to tell. Focus on what you can't control. The unpredictability of life can sometimes feel overwhelming, but the secret to staying calm is to focus on what you can control. Like a video game, you can't control the level design or the behavior of other players, but you can master your movements. Likewise, in life, focus on your actions, thoughts, and relationships. It's your joystick and buttons, use them wisely. Seneca, the famous Stoic philosopher in exile, did not see this as a loss of control, but rather turned inward, focusing on his creativity and thoughts. This was not a retreat, but a strategic focus on what he could control. This philosophy is as relevant today as it was in ancient Rome. Some things are within our control and some are not. Epictetus, one of the Stoics, understood the limits of his control and focused on his inner life, thoughts, and reactions. By adopting this philosophy, we too can become not only happier, but also more fulfilled and resilient, just like him. Amidst the chaos of life, remember that it's less about riding the storm and more about learning to dance in the rain. Be kind to others. There is a famous expression, you get what you give. Imagine throwing a pebble into a lake and creating ripples that spread far and wide. Every small act of kindness, whether holding a door or smiling, creates ripples around us. It's not about grand gestures, but everyday kindness that really makes a difference. Every small act, be it holding a door or faking a smile, creates ripples around us. It's not so much great acts as it is everyday kindness that really makes a difference. It's not about keeping a thank you list, but about realizing that our actions contribute to a kinder, more compassionate world. Seneca, who understood the power of charity, not only preached it, but also practiced it, advising and helping others without expectation of reward. His life teaches us that true happiness does not come from what we receive, but from what we give. Do less, but do better. Have you ever tried to juggle too many balls? Start with too many and they all fall down. Life is a little like this. Trying to do everything often results in us achieving little. The key is not the number of tasks, but the quality of your involvement. Pick a few things that really matter to you and give them your all. This focus not only develops your skills, but also brings a deep sense of satisfaction and achievement. Simplifying your life doesn't mean having less. It means having more of what really matters. Marcus Aurelius advised, concentrate every moment, like a Roman, on what is before you, with precision and seriousness, kindly, willingly and fairly. He was not only the ruler of an empire, but also the ruler of his time and focused on what he could control. In our pursuit of happiness, let us remember his wisdom. Focus on less, but do it better. Be grateful. Borrowing from the Stoics, think about gratitude. It's like finding $5 in an old jacket that are always there. But when you find them, your day brightens. Gratitude is about appreciating the little things, like a warm glass of coffee, a text from a friend, or a sunset. By noticing and being grateful for these moments, life suddenly becomes richer. You don't have to wait for something big to be grateful. It's about finding joy in ordinary things. How to make gratitude a habit. Just keep a gratitude journal. Every night, write down something you're grateful for that day. It could be something as simple as enjoying a quiet moment or achieving a small goal. The practice subconsciously shifts your focus from what is missing to what is present in your life. As Epictetus said, a wise man is one who does not grieve over what he does not have, but rejoices over what he has. This man found wealth in a simple but rich life by focusing not on what he lacked, but on what he had. Stop looking for external approval. How acute and relevant the desire for external recognition sounds in our time. Stoicism, a philosophy equally applicable to modern life, teaches us a change of perspective. Instead of looking for confirmation from the outside, you should look inward. Think of your self-worth as a fortress. Why give someone else the keys to it? Start by recognizing your own accomplishments, even if they seem small. Make your bed. This is already a victory. Acknowledge the moments that bring you pride, even if they seem small. This is not for applause, but for your own sense of achievement. It's like brain training, where you're both the coach and the fan. And when you feel like looking for praise or likes on social media, ask yourself, am I doing this for myself or for others? Use your opinion as the determining factor. Try to do something every day that makes you proud, not for the applause, but for your own sense of achievement. Challenge yourself. Imagine that you are climbing a mountain. It's cool, it's challenging, and sometimes you doubt why you started. But every step up is important because it makes you stronger and more resilient. Stoicism, a philosophy as old as the hills but as fresh as the dawn of tomorrow, tells us that true satisfaction in life comes from overcoming challenges rather than avoiding them. So in 2024, let's turn our daily grind into our own Mount Everest. You might think that this is easy to say but difficult to do. Stoicism is not about change overnight, but about slow, sustainable change. Start by setting a goal that will push you beyond the ordinary, but is achievable. This could be learning a new skill, getting fitter, or even reading a book a month. The key is not in the goal itself, but in the growth that comes in the process of achieving it. Share your challenges and victories with others. Stoicism teaches us the power of community and support. By becoming an inspiration to others, you not only find allies, but also inspire them to begin their own race. So in 2024, let's challenge ourselves, support each other, and enjoy the view from our own personal peaks. Laugh more. Laughter is not just a cheerful recommendation, but the basis of a happy life. We repeat the wisdom of the ancient Stoics, including Cicero, the Stoic philosopher who is said to have died laughing. This is an extreme example, but it highlights a deeper truth. Laughter is serious business. Laughter refreshes our burdens and gives perspective to our problems. Imagine the absurdity of life's small dramatic event through the prism of humor. For example, if coffee spills, instead of irritation, rise above the whims of the universe. Because Stoicism in action reminds us that not everything deserves our serious attention. How to introduce more laughter into modern life? It's easier than it seems. Start by finding ease in everyday situations. Traffic jam. Why not turn on your favorite comedy podcast? Having a tough day at work. Exchange funny stories with friends about your strangest encounters. Don't go all in to improve your mood. Start with simple things. Stoicism encourages us to control what is within our control and let go of what is beyond our control. Thus, your mood is largely in your internal control, and laughter is a great tool for creating a positive atmosphere around yourself. Love your destiny. Sounds complicated, doesn't it? But here the ancient wisdom of the Stoics intersects with our fast-paced modern world. Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions or bearing pain with a straight face. It's about accepting what life brings with a positive attitude. Imagine that you are surfing the waves. Waves can be different big and small, but your skill in controlling them is more important than the size of the wave. How do you love your destiny in a world where your destiny can include anything from a missed taxi to a critical email disappearing into the digital abyss? Start by changing your attitude. When things don't go according to your plan, see it as an opportunity for growth. If you're running late for a taxi, this could be a chance to run outside. If an important email has disappeared, this is an opportunity to improve your technology skills. It's not about being blindly optimistic, but about finding the silver lining in every cloud. Believe that what happens can make you stronger and wiser. Remember the words of Marcus Aurelius, "What stands in the way becomes the way." This means that the obstacle you encounter can become your guide to success. Love your destiny despite the uncertainty, because every turn brings you a lesson and experience. To summarize, it is important to remember that the power to shape happiness lies in your hands. Follow the lessons of the Stoics. Focus on what is within your control. Let go of what is beyond your control, and embrace each moment with an open heart. May your journey in 2024 be filled with peace, contentment, and true happiness.